Well, there's the one to start the day with. I've taken the time to come outside, now that the weather's better, to work again on the short game. I've spent a lot of time in the winter working on key aspects of the swing. Now I want to try and tighten up and sharpen up your short game. We started that last week where I focused more on getting into a good set-up position. We encourage you to be a little bit more dynamic with the way you set up, a lot like we talked about striking down on the ball. So we move the ball to the right and the hands and the weight and the shaft more to the left. Now that's good, that allows us to contact the ball properly. But what about the stroke itself? How do we get that accuracy? How do we get the ball on line to the target more? So I'm going to turn myself round now this way and concentrate more on what we call down the line of the target. And the key mistake I see a lot of people making when they're chipping is they get too far away from the ball. The hands then drop too low, and the club can't swing straight back and straight through like we would normally want it to. It has to pull more around, and that's when those wrists get involved trying to contact the ball. Alternatively, what people do is they know the club needs to go more straight back, so they swing their arms away from the body. And again, that becomes very difficult and hard to repeat. So the best way to think about how you set up to a chip from this angle is to basically treat it like a putt. Think of the length of your putter, think how close you would stand to the ball for a putt. And the key aspects about putting are trying to get your eyes over the ball and your hands and shoulders in line to control a nice inline stroke back and through to the target. The benefit of that is the club face is always looking where you're trying to hit. So, okay, we put the ball to the back foot, the hands and weight to the left foot, but from this line, really concentrate on getting in close and tight to your arms, so your eyes are over the ball, the hands are under the shoulders. On the way back, again, think like a putting stroke. Shoulders back, the club head will stay out on the line, shoulders through, the face of the club will again point to the target. The other aspect to think about with a chip, and liken it to a putt, when you have a long putt, you tend to not make much longer a backswing, and you just put in a little bit more acceleration on the way through to get the distance. Try and do the same thing with your chip. Again, a fault I see a lot is when they have a slightly longer chip, all of a sudden this swing becomes way too long and too out of control. It either encourages you to hit it too hard or to decelerate and miss-hit it completely. So think, if you had a long putt, you would take it back but accelerate quicker to hit it. So try and think of that shorter, sharper rhythm and contact. So again, let's get ourselves lined up. Club to the target line, ball back, hands and weight forward. But the key thing from this angle is eyes over the ball, hands under the shoulders, and we're just going to try and keep everything together. Let's see if we can get two in a row. Not as good, but I'd take that every day of the week. So remember, treat a chip as if it's a putt with loft. Keep it short and compact and get yourself nicely over the ball. I'm sure if you get that position, you'll start to be more consistent and you'll get the ball a lot closer and get those up and downs in 2 instead of 3. So give it a go.